It was a show of friendship and force, the Royal Tank Regiment officially handing over the baton to 1st Battalion the Royal Welsh.
So what we've got at the moment is the UK-led Enhanced Forward Presence battle groups. That's the UK provide the framework for it, and then the French provide a subunit and the Danish provide a subunit for it. So the Royal Welsh, having trained at in Senelaga during exercise Talon Dawn, arrived in the theatre over the last couple of weeks as part of the UK's surge into Estonia, and today they are taking over as the lead element of the Enhanced Forward Presence battle group in Estonia.
The Royal Welsh arrived from their base at Senelaga in Germany at the start of the month, bringing with them 900 personnel, Challenger tanks and dozens of armoured fighting vehicles.
People are aware of the importance of what's going on. They see it's in the news. They understand that it's very serious in Ukraine, and that gives them a sense of purpose and focus for what they're doing here. So in a war-fighting scenario, you need a range of capabilities, and we're what's called the close battle. So we have tanks and armoured fighting vehicles. So in the armoured fighting vehicles, we have dismounted infantry, and in the tanks, we have armoured corps characters who can fire the 120mm cannon on the Challenger 2 tank. Supporting that, we have a range of supporting assets such as artillery and engineers, and they can enable what's called a sort of combined arms approach to warfighting.
This base at Tapa is less than 100 miles from the Russian border. NATO established this so-called Enhanced Forward Presence, or EFP, in 2016, deploying a multinational battle group here following Russia's annexation of Crimea.
With your commitment, we make sure that our alliance remains strong.
While the Royal Welsh are taking over as the lead element of the EFP, the Royal Tank Regiment aren't leaving. They're staying on and conducting further exercises throughout the Baltics.
So for more than 90% of the battle group, this is the first time that we've been away for 6 months. Of course, you know, that is challenging, and the way that we get through that is by working together as a team. You know, a team of lots of smaller teams and looking after each other every step of the way. And of course, back home too, you know, the hardest burden is always felt by the families at home who day to day have a much more tough job than we do, keeping everything going, and we look after them the very best we can.
Working with the British battle group are a contingent of French mountain troops and 200 Danish soldiers. 30-year-old Kenyan Christine Karaya joined the tank regiment 8 months ago.
So you're driving the Challenger, are you?
Yes.
Right, wow. Tell me what that's like.
To be honest, it's an amazing experience, especially it's got me out of my comfort zone, and you know, I get to learn new things every day, so it's not a boring job, and I have to be on top of my fitness.
Dear friends, Estonia welcomes you wholeheartedly.
This week, the Estonian Parliament called on the United Nations to discuss establishing a no-fly zone over Ukraine. And the country's defence minister told me he welcomed the surge of UK troops.
To double forces, British forces air in Estonia under this turbulent time, it is, one hand, it's a strong sign to the Russia. Second, it's a very important also internal in Estonia that our people see that allies are protecting us. They are sending more troops here because it's always cost something to also for the United Kingdom also.
How long this British surge will last depends on what happens in Ukraine, but it's likely to be many months yet. This is both a signal of support for Estonia and of NATO's defensive strength, should Moscow ever consider any more illegal invasions. Simon Newton, Forces News, Tapa military base in Estonia. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.